with a Chrysler 300 that's just stuck out here. What's up, guys? So today is the day that I've been waiting for quite a while. If you watch some of my older content, you might have seen I kind of alluded to having made a new purchase, and finally I get to show it to you today. So without further ado, this is my latest addition to the fleet. This is a 1973 M35A2 deuce and a half, obviously set up as like an off-road wrecker. It is a bobbed deuce, meaning the frame was cut right about there, and then the rear set of axles and everything was removed, because that's actually, these are normally a tandem axle truck if you're familiar with the deuce and a halves. So it has a Miller Century boom and twin winches. Has another winch added to the top. Also has a kind of a custom homemade wheel lift on it. I did not build this. I purchased it as it sits. Not really familiar with the capabilities of it. The previous owner said he'd picked up like a 1-ton truck with it. It does not have currently any wheel grids or like fork receivers or anything for the T-bar. Working on doing that. I've also kind of thrown around the idea of just removing the wheel lift altogether, because it's not really supposed to be there. And like I said, I don't really know what it's capable of and if it's even trustworthy to actually tow anything with, especially on the road. I don't think I would ever tow it on the road with this. This would be strictly an off-road recovery, get it off the trail kind of a thing. I said I do plan on taking off this big top winch here because it's just kind of unnecessary. I did consider, however, if I do take off the wheel lift, obviously this will open up this whole section of the bed. So I considered mounting another winch down here. It's kind of like a drag winch, like if you're familiar with some of the other like the larger tow trucks, they have a drag winch down low like that. Also plan on reworking the back ends of this thing, because if you'll notice, like this side, it's not hurt. It has like these little shackle mount like D-rings right here, but it's just like thin metal that's like, you can see how thin that is. Super thin metal. Like on this side, you can see where the weld was, and it's like ripped back. So that's definitely got to get upgraded, like no questions asked. That's gonna get replaced. But I did consider removing the wheel lift, and then I could totally rework that and be able to put more hard mounts and actual recovery point for like a Yankum rope, because currently all it has is like a little hitch receiver welded to the bottom side of the wheel lift. Since it's pulling like kind of directly on the hydraulics there, you can see how it's literally attached to the ram, even though it does have this pin here. I don't really trust that. I don't like that at all. It would probably work for like pulling trailers and stuff around, but for off-road recovery, I don't think that should be my only recovery point. So that's just kind of my thinking. Also, since we're on the topic of Yankum ropes, I'm expecting a big order to come in today. I bought a lot of gear to set this thing up. If you'll notice, the winch cables are not in the best shape. It also does not have the cable guides for the sheave heads. I have new cable guides. I will be putting those on soon. And I ordered brand new Yankum synthetic winch line. I got 7/16. This is 3/8, so I went up one size, because this is technically, this boom is actually meant for like a medium duty wrecker, a lot lighter truck, like one of the lighter medium duty wreckers. So I upgraded the winch cable to 125 foot of 7/16 line instead of the 140 feet of 3/8. Also got winch extensions, soft shackles. I got a whole bunch of stuff. More snatch rings for to keep on this one, so I don't have to be swapping my gear back and forth. Which brings me to my next topic. You probably already read it down here on the bottom. I'll have a pinned comment down there also. Yankum is having a 15% off Labor Day sale, and so if you go to the pinned comment down there in the comment section, and I'll have a link also in my description or all of my videos. You can go onto Yankum's website using my code, which is Tow Truck Dustin. If you put in the discount code, or you can click on my link and you'll get 15% off your order. That's good for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 4 days of Labor Day weekend. So I think today's what, the 30th, I think. So like the 30th to the 2nd is gonna be 15% off the Yankum store. So if you've been wanting to order some gear, definitely go and check them out, and make sure you order some stuff, because now is the perfect time. Normally if you use my code, it's a 10% discount. This weekend only, it's gonna be 15%. So make sure you take advantage of that. Again, I'll have a pinned comment and stuff in the comments and the description. So that being said, let me know what y'all think I should do with that. Should I keep the wheel lift, test it out, see how it does, which I'll be doing for a little while anyways, but I just don't know if I want to spend all of that money on wheel grids and stuff if I end up just deleting that altogether. So that just didn't really seem to make much sense. Let me come around to the other side here. I'll show you the inside of this thing. You notice it does have some rust issues. I mean, it is a 1973. The cool thing about these, I've found a bunch of cabs and surplus parts and stuff for them pretty cheap. So that's the cool thing about being an old military truck. You can actually get parts for these things fairly cheap. So I do plan on putting a much cleaner cab on it, upgrading it, painting it. Kind of wish they'd have left it green instead of black, although the black's pretty cool. I personally, old military truck, you know, I think it should have been green. I'll probably end up repainting it white, because, you know, that's just, white's kind of always been my color for my vehicles. So this is the inside of it. I have my rain poncho down here. It's got nice newer seats in it. I got my rain poncho down because the seat got wet in the rain last night. It's been all stormy and we still have quite a bit of rain. Windshields need to be replaced. You can see all the rust in the top and stuff too. And my camera's wrapped up in a trash bag over there to keep them dry if it starts raining on us. So it's needs a little bit of TLC, but you know, it's a good solid platform. It runs, drives, functions. Needs a few little upgrades and fixes, things I want to add. I do want to kind of build like a fender, like a rear fender, but then have a toolbox kind of built in on top of the fender. Do away with all this stuff, put some different, like actually military taillights and stuff on it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing that. So let me know what you think about that in the comments, and if you have any ideas, let me know. I know there are a few, I've seen it recently, people tag me in some other off-road like Bob's Deuce and a Halves that had Wrecker booms and stuff on them. So if you have any good ideas for this thing, let me know. This truck has the LDT 465 5-fuel engine in it. So it's a diesel. It's called the Whistler, because this is one of the turbo trucks. So I am going to start it up real quick and let y'all hear what she sounds like. With the sound of the beach. Generally hear the turbos pretty loud back here. pretty good over here. Nice. So that's kind of what she sounds like. I'm gonna go and cruise this thing around the beach a little bit. I did notice whenever I came in, and you probably can't see it on this, way down there at the entrance of the beach, there's a Chrysler 300 that's stuck in what we call the new clay banks out here at Bryan Beach, and it's just sitting there abandoned. There's nobody with it. I stopped to see if they needed help, and they weren't around, so maybe we'll find somebody stuck and we get to test this thing out. We're gonna go run this thing around the beach. Chrysler 300 that's just like stuck down here. That's a big bump. There's a Chrysler 300 that's just stuck out here. There's like this second patch of clay, which if you remember one of the last off-road videos I had in my Jeep, we pulled a, I think it was an F250, I think, out of this. Well, it was anchored to us when we were pulling out that one Jeep. Just right here at the entrance of Bryan Beach, there's this random patch of clay that came up out of the sand, and I guess they found it and just left their car sitting there, so who knows, maybe we'll get a call to pick it up later. See. Organization that I volunteered for, Missouri County Off-road Recovery, we just got a call for that black car that's stuck over there in that patch of clay. So I was actually just leaving the beach. I was going to go home and start editing up footage and stuff, and then this call came in, so I turned around and I'm going to pull up over here. See, these cars up here ahead of us, so I'm going to pull up over here and get some of my cameras set up and get ready for him to get here so we can help get him out of the mess he's in. How you doing? That's yours? That's, see what you got. It still runs and everything, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, well, it's in there, especially with how soft all this is. It's pretty soft. Not much you can get in there that's gonna get through it. I pulled an F250 out of this like last month or so. If you could go ahead and get in it and turn the wheels like all the way to the driver's side.
Okay.
Like as far as you can. I'm gonna back up right here and run my rope out to you.
Okay.
On these, the 300s generally, they generally don't have like a tow point, but they have, like, you can get on the control arm down there, which is what I generally pull off of. It's about the most solid thing on there on these cars. So yeah, turn the wheel all the way out. I should be able to get it. slick. So I'm going to hook up my Yankum kinetic rope to him. I don't really trust the winches on this truck right now, not with these janky winch lines. So I'm gonna get backed in here and see if we can't get him pulled out. We got him out. They're leaving. He was stuck over there. Getting my Yankum ropes and all that rolled up. I didn't get to document this one whole lot. I forgot my body mount, so I couldn't get most of the rigging and stuff on video. So I'm out of here alone. So what I did is I got my Yankum tow point, put it in the hitch, put my Yankum 7/16 soft shackle on, I believe this is an 1.25 inch. Yeah, this is an 1.25 inch Yankum rope, which is rated for the working load limit is 10,460 pounds. The braking strength is 52,300. So more than enough for this truck. So this truck didn't even feel it back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish rolling up my gear here, and we're gonna go see what else we can get into. It's really one of my first times ever using this particular truck. I don't have a good setup on it yet. How to do all this. You guys got to watch the Deuce's first ever recovery. Hope you guys enjoy the content I'm gonna be able to put out with this thing. I'm really excited about the capabilities this truck's gonna give me, especially once I get them Yankum winch lines and stuff on the winches. That'll be really nice. I can pull out somewhere, and this thing, I won't have to have anchors or nothing like this. I go with my Jeep. So really excited with what this truck's gonna allow me to do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.